Greetings, heroes of Dominion. Zeus here, ready to bring you another electrifying video. Today, we're tackling a crucial topic that's been on everyone's mind, Maestro's Harbinger's barrier. This powerful defense mechanic has changed the game when fighting against the new Asgard boss, and understanding how it works is key to maximizing your damage output. In this video, we'll break down how the barrier builds resistance over time, how it impacts your attacks, and what strategies you can use to overcome this formidable shield. Let's dive deep into Maestro's defenses and figure out how to crush him more effectively. Maestro's Harbinger's barrier is a game-changing mechanic that plays a critical role in battles against the Asgard boss, and fully understanding how it works is essential for maximizing your damage output. The Harbinger's barrier builds resistance over time, steadily reducing the effectiveness of your attacks, but after observing several battles, we can see that this resistance doesn't build evenly or continuously throughout the fight. Instead, there are two key moments when the barrier strengthens. The first instance of resistance buildup happens 9 seconds after the battle begins, at exactly 1:51 on the timer. At this point, you'll notice that your damage begins to drop slightly as the Harbinger's barrier starts to absorb more of the incoming physical, magical, and pure damage. This initial buildup of resistance is significant, but it is just the beginning. The second increase in resistance occurs 6 seconds later, at exactly 1:45, which is 15 seconds into the battle. This timing aligns with Maestro's transition from the material world to the astral world, a key moment in the fight. During this phase shift, Maestro becomes immune to physical damage, and his form changes visually, taking on a monstrous appearance with 5 hands. As soon as this shift occurs, your physical damage dealers will become ineffective, and you'll need to focus entirely on magic and pure damage heroes to deal any meaningful harm to Maestro in this astral phase. One important detail to note is that as you progress to higher boss levels, the strength of Harbinger's barrier increases. The resistance becomes more potent, making it even more challenging to maintain high damage output in longer fights. This is something to keep in mind for those pushing Maestro's higher levels, as the strategy that worked at lower levels may need to be adjusted to account for this stronger barrier. This information is particularly valuable for players who choose to manually control their heroes during the fight. By paying close attention to the timing of the barrier's resistance buildup and Maestro's phase transitions, you can make better strategic decisions about when to unleash powerful abilities or switch your hero's focus. For players who use auto mode, it's worth noting that the second resistance buildup at 15 seconds may not affect them as much, because this coincides with Maestro's switch to the astral world, where physical damage is no longer effective. Knowing exactly when Maestro's Harbinger's barrier strengthens can help you plan your attacks and adjust your strategy accordingly, whether you're playing manually or on auto. With this knowledge, you can make more informed decisions about your team composition and timing, giving you a crucial edge in the battle against Maestro. There are two buffs that can impact the effectiveness of Maestro's Harbinger's barrier, and both can significantly alter how players approach battles in the material world. These buffs rotate weekly and can appear in different rarities: uncommon, rare, or epic, with epic being the most powerful and effective. The first buff is called Effective Tactics, which is a rare buff this week. This buff reduces the initial damage reduction of Harbinger's barrier by 10%, making it easier for physical damage dealers to break through the barrier early on. This buff is especially valuable for players who focus on physical damage and want to get past Maestro's initial defense before it scales up. The second buff, Pillar of Confidence, is currently an uncommon buff but becomes far more powerful when it reaches rare or epic levels. In its uncommon form, this buff increases the time it takes for Harbinger's barrier to reach full efficiency by 2 seconds. However, as it scales up to rare or epic levels, it will provide even more time, allowing players to extend the window where Harbinger's barrier hasn't yet fully strengthened. This means that when Pillar of Confidence is epic or rare, the extra seconds gained can drastically change the pacing of the battle, especially for manual players who can take advantage of that extended time to deal more damage before Maestro's defenses become impenetrable. For manual players, these buffs can be game-changing, as they allow more time to exploit the material phase. When planning to fight Maestro, these buffs should be a key consideration, particularly for players aiming to push their damage output while Maestro is still vulnerable in the material world. In conclusion, understanding the mechanics of Maestro's Harbinger's barrier is crucial to maximizing your damage and overcoming this formidable Asgard boss. Whether you're playing manually or on auto mode, knowing when and how the barrier builds resistance, and how buffs can alter the timing, will give you a significant advantage. The right strategy, along with proper timing and team composition, can make all the difference in ensuring your success. So, what strategies are you using to counter Maestro's Harbinger's barrier? Have you noticed any particular buffs or hero combinations that are working best for you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your input could help the entire community improve their approach and find new ways to conquer this challenging boss. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want to stay updated on the latest tips, strategies, and Hero Wars news, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, we'll keep pushing the limits and dominating the battlefield in Hero Wars. Victory is within our reach, let's seize it. Salute and friendship, Guardians. Victory is ours.